I have a fancy whiteboard now with fancy things on it, like a to-do list.
Ooh, that's
The
exciting.
fancy network shit.
Started work on the network today.
Exciting.
I stopped posting on Beholder to no one because it was like not really passionate about it, and I burnt the fuck out. But I was like, I want to get network now, so I want to release things. Just not on Beholder to no one. But I don't want to lose the work I put into Beholder. 17 fucking thousand downloads.
That's very good.
But I also don't want to work alone because I suck as a boss to myself.
Yeah, I've already started project managing.
I like when I was freelancing, I was doing like 260-hour months working. And now I just look at the board and get overwhelmed with too many things. And I'm just like, nope, shut down instantly. I just like action on there.
When we did more digging into Paper Pendragon, there's an indie artist who has it for several handles. So we could reach out, try to acquire it, blah, blah, blah. But Nikki suggested based off of that, they carrying and then using the paper part of Pendragon Paradox. And then I realized Pendragon Paradox...
My Cure Life has it.
Oh.
I forgot.
I mean, here's
get
the
it
thing,
now.
though. You should not take any life advice at all from Ted Mosby. Ted
name is
Mosby is
Marion.
guilty.
His name is Marion.
That's fine.
His name is Marion Mosby. He's a father figure to London Tipton. He's a good man. He taught her how to drive. I love Mr. Mosby.
We all make choices.
Sorry, you don't love Mr. Mosby? Have
I
you
didn't
not
say
seen
that.
his dance?
I didn't say
Hold
that.
on. Hold on. I have another Mr. Mosby video I
Lord.
want everyone to watch.
All right. We're live, by the way.
Oh, I
Good.
figured.
Good. Everyone needs to know that I love Mr. Mosby.
Ashton is a Mr. Mosby truther.
I love him. Okay.
All right.
And we love you for it.
Last week, or I should say, hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Weird Web. Last week, Merle returned, and thanks to also True Love's Kiss, got all of his mind back. But in that, since we now also have Rosemary and her mind is returned, Merle immediately, knowing what is coming and always having more plans than any of you know, needed Rosemary away to keep her safe while you guys finish what you were doing. And in that, revealed a portal where none other than Jonathan was waiting to take Rosemary. Now, we open 2 or so years ago.
Bitch, I thought you were going to say 2 years later, and I was like, Bobby, we can't do it again.
No, about 2 years ago, right after a trial in the Feywilds, where in the woods, a cat suddenly wakes up. This cat is not a cat. They're a wizard. And immediately realizing what happens before daybreak, begins traveling. Outside of a somewhat nearby home, deep in the woods, where very expensive cars and a nearby garage is kept with even more expensive cars, there's a very confused cat. It is a sliver of Micah. Outside of a state penitentiary, perched on a window trying to figure out what's going on, is another cat. Another sliver of Micah, as all of you had pieces of Micah in you when you made a deal with Oberon. Or I should say, when Uther made a deal with Oberon and then bound you all to it.
That is true. That did happen.
But
That doesn't count as cheating on my husband, right?
no.
Okay.
All of these aren't enough to be a full consciousness. They're not slivers like what Merle can do. They were just threads, bits of Micah's consciousness that were tied to each of you. But as we know, when King Oberon gave you all new lives, not fully thinking out the consequences, meant the pieces of a soul that wasn't yours went to a nearby soulless vessel. One by one collected. Merle, in the body of a cat, but definitely not a cat, collected a clouder of cats, all different in a very specific way. Those cats he sent through the woods. This is not the first time Merle's been in the body of a cat. As the great wizard Merlin, things happen. And cats are far more mystical than most people realize. In the old magics, in the old ways, cats can travel between realms. Cats can travel across the dreamlands and many other places. And as we now know, most of reality is nothing but dreamlands. He brought them to a place we hadn't seen in quite some time. The final resting place of the shell that was Jonathan after the soul had been taken. And seeing, as he was limited in time and magic, the golem that is Jonathan is essentially filled with a clouder of cats that all hold bits of Micah's soul.
Same.
Just a bunch of cats in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And that is Jonathan. Let's be very honest.
That's
My God. There's some puppies in there too.
Dogs very much have souls. We do not confuse that with cats.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
There's at least one puppy who really, really wants to chase the cats, so he's in there playing,
Yes.
but he's not part of the clouder.
He has his own soul. He's just in there.
He's
But
just
more-
there. Yeah.
But more importantly, it's more of a metaphorical clouder once they're shoved back in, as all the little threads is just enough combined to being a meaningful part of Micah, but not enough to remember everything. And as we know, when the spirit of Uther forgets who they are, some default assumptions of being a hero kick in.
Oh, yeah.
And this is how Jonathan came back. Merle gave him
back, baby.
only a few instructions, mainly to wait in a very specific spot in the desert when he would meet someone who he found familiar. When
He's been
this
out there 40 days and 40 nights.
Bobby, you son of a bitch.
Jonathan would know, as Merle told him. And Jonathan has always trusted Merle. Some might call it his greatest weakness. But in this, Merle was right. Just a few weeks ago, someone appeared miraculously in the desert. Someone Jonathan had never seen but felt very connected to. And they had a small talk before this person named Micah Moonflower left. What neither Jonathan or Micah knew was that all energy seeks equilibrium. And in this meeting, not long after what he presumed the angel, Micah Moonflower, left, Jonathan, thinking and focusing, found a sword in his hands. However, now we catch back up to today. In a cottage in the woods, Micah is here, along with Merle back in a human body, as well as the sisters, Nora and Karen. Their reluctantly titled friend, Wednesday, and a former nobody named Irene. As they are running out of time to save reality. Well, with Rosemary somewhere safe, it's the best I can do to guarantee her. I presume, knowing who's watching her, you'll understand she is as safe as can be. But with that...
Okay, but did anybody else see Jonathan Prescott on the other side of that door, or just me?
My son?
Everyone
Yeah,
did.
of course I saw him.
Okay, you all saw him too, because I swear I was out in the
Amazingly.
desert. I swear I was tripping, and I saw him, and I thought it was just kind of like a me thing. But apparently, no, he's okay.
I guess he's still alive, which is amazing.
Can I roll
Yeah.
a sensitive
Whoa.
check?
I'll be
Like,
real. I kind of wish
between
that he stayed and
Jonathan?
he left Micah, but it's fine.
Well, that has very serious implications on like who I am as a person, and I don't really know how to make sense of this.
Karen, yes, you can roll sensitive. As this is happening, Merle will say, alive is close, but not quite.
Okay, babe, stop being cryptic because this is not going to work. You don't have a lot of
Well-
time, and I need you to just speak.
He's not dead,
I got a
Okay.
10.
but he's not whole.
Right, but
What is
but
it
he's me.
you're trying to sense?
The auras, and see if I can tell that it's weaker.
Yes.
Connect it.
You can see that Micah and Jonathan have identical auras. When the door was open, they were actually tethered, like they were reaching towards each other.
Oh, I want them to kiss so bad.
Jonathan and Micah?
Yes, and
Are you
My-
shipping Jonathan and Micah?
there's nothing wrong with self-love, sir.
You know what?
I myself am shipping Wednesday and Irene, so
Well,
Okay,
Merle
okay.
will say to you, Micah, when you say Jonathan's you. Micah, you know it's not that simple. Uther is you, or are you Uther? Is Jonathan you, or are you Jonathan?
Oh no! Oh man! Right? Okay. Well,
There's no slights against you as someone who has a bit of a habit of separation anxiety. We'll say neither's right, neither's wrong. And as a whole, things could be much more complete. But
You know-
right now, we need all hands on deck, including the ones that needed to be sculpted from clay.
sometimes I just miss the days when I walked around with my little infrared camera and
Mhm.
I used the spirit box and I had a glowing blue magical protector. That was simple. Everything was simple then.
I was gonna say that it was really like relatable, and I was gonna go stand by you, but not anymore. I'm just gonna go stand alone.
Things were simple. You had a rather clean backstory, as it were. But as many of you, as he looks over each of you, I hope have learned in the last year or two, we can't always trust our memories. And just because a story is currently being told doesn't mean it's the first time it was written. Jonathan. Micah, you know who you are. You miss a simpler time, but you know who you were before then. So it's not the first time. Things get simple, things get complex. Life flows in seasons. You miss the stillness of winter.
Fair point.
We've gone through springs, we've gone through summers, and right now everything is about to experience a fall.
Oh, I see what you did there. That's very good.
But as for that, I am somewhat new to clarity. It's been a while. Wednesday, I have more than enough drive to do what you hope I would do, but right now we have pressing matters.
Right. Yeah, the cake boss got arrested.
We would also be arrested in at least 14 states.
I'm just saying, like, they stopped him at a traffic stop and he said, "I'm cake boss." That really happened.
We've literally done that scenario.
That literally happened in our real world.
Somebody said, "I'm cake boss."
You fucking know who I am? I'm the fucking cake boss. That's me. You can't touch me.
Do you have vending machines of cake? I didn't think so.
I'm the fucking boss.
It's just crazy because I think we might have manifested that.
But no, Merle will just say there's a lot to do. But I've technically been removed from the story for quite some time. Which means it's up to all of you to decide where to go. I'm tired. There's a reason I'm not technically the Merlin anymore. And realistically, I have the memories of 2.5 years. All I know is how to keep a promise. Wednesday, I promised I would be back. Karen, I promised you would get Rosemary. Nora, I promised to help you with the issues with your mother. Micah, I promised to help you reclaim your sword. I've kept all my promises.
Wait, but I don't have this. But
Just
I don't
because
have...
your hands don't have the sword doesn't mean you don't have it.
Well, that is just some chicanery, Merle. That is some you know who shit right there. I feel vastly underprepared for what we are attempting to do here.
What are you attempting to do?
I mean, I've been a little out of it, but I thought we were gonna go fucking off my boss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Off your boss. I thought you meant we were like following your boss, like we're going off him, you know? No, but we're gonna off your. I understand now. Okay, it took me a second.
Okay, that took me a second.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
It's okay.
it's a whole thing.
Merle just sits down in the kitchen and starts fixing himself a cup of tea.
That's so valid. Quick question. Merle, do you have like you still have like all of your like god powers and stuff, right?
The ones that still exist within this timeline, yes.
Right. So just like not Zeus.
There's ones beyond that as well.
I don't know. That's the only. Is there another one that I?
No, not that you know.
Okay, good. Okay, because I was like, who else did I miss? But I just wanted to like be clear, just in case. Like, I don't listen. You've done a great job. Go ahead, chill out. But like, we might need like some like god powers on our side.
Yes.
Like not aggressively, just like casually. So just like double checking.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, how much power we have.
Well, there's many ways to put it, but I do still hold the knowledge of Thoth. I'm already Hermes.
Mm-hmm.
Dionysus gives some odd clarity.
I love that for you.
But more than anything, it is knowledge and wisdom. Wednesday, you're my wife. Whatever you choose to do, whether I agree, I will follow.
I knew this marriage would pay off someday. I'm kidding.
I will also tell you that through the multiple outcomes before us, there are many where violence does not end well for any of you.
Hmm. Are you doing the Doctor Strange thing? It's like,
I
one?
literally have the knowledge of the universe currently.
I know,
I've seen every outcome, at least.
Okay,
I
Okay,
can
so you're
process.
doing the Doctor Strange thing.
I'm not a doctor, but some would call it strange. Yes.
Did you not?
you
catch
know what you're
Endgame?
doing right now. You know what you're doing, Merle.
I'm taking a best educated guess.
Oh,
The
so you know,
truest-
you're telling me like all of the truths of the universe, and you haven't seen Endgame? Sure.
Yeah, dude. Come on. You
All
know
I'm
you're
saying-
talking. You know Eggs Benedict Cumberbun. You know Elliot Bumbersnatch. You know him.
I'm familiar with the film. Okay. I'm not trying to make a reference to him.
Well, you're doing it.
Wisdom is understanding that even if I believe I see everything, there are things I do not see. All I can say is I have a very good idea of the likelihood of if you go in guns blazing against Zeus and Artemis and Hera and Poseidon all at the same time.
Okay, well, I wouldn't use a gun, but
Fine. Frosting blazing. Better.
don't bring back into this.
But yes, I will help how I can. But this is well beyond me. Anything I come up to do inevitably is something my other half will know.
But your other half doesn't have me, so if it's like my idea.
Now you may be understanding why I'm saying I will follow your lead.
Got it. Oh, we're coming back around. Sorry. Okay, I
Yes.
got it.
And by
This is
your, I
great.
mean the group. Wednesday, I love you dearly. You are not
But
a team
sometimes I have
leader
bad
position.
ideas.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fair. You know what? I love this relationship because we do keep ourselves humble,
Each time one of you decided to do things without the other's input It has gotten worse.
Yeah.
Erin just whistles innocently because she's definitely never done anything that made things worse without everybody else there, ever.
Irene is like going through literally everyone and just staring at them for a good half a second, just like remembering every shitty thing everyone's done.
And that's just what Irene knows.
Yeah, let's just.
That's like recent search history.
I'm off the hook. I've never done anything wrong in my life.
That is very true, Irene. You have never done anything in your life.
But you
Okay.
didn't say God bless you when I sneezed.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to come off rude. You've never done anything of importance, Irene.
Oh my man. Jesus, Merle.
I've had so many cases that I've solved and I've helped people. I do a lot of things with my life, and
I was
think
just
that's
referencing
really-
Dogma. Come on, dude.
That's so rude. And you know what? I wish no, I don't. I was gonna say I wish Wednesday would have killed you for the insurance money, but actually, yeah, I do, because that would have been a lot easier for me personally.
I think that's the
So-
first bad thing you've ever done.
What?
Just that right now.
That's not bad. I just said words.
Yeah, but you like
Words exist. People can say
ill
words,
on
doesn't mean-
someone, you know.
I've done that before.
That's
Oh,
the first start of a curse.
this is
Yeah.
this is
Okay,
the
well, I
origin
can't-
story. This is
I
your
cannot
canon
do
event.
curses. First of
Merle
all.
gets up from the table where he's like been having his tea, walking past you to the fridge, and he just kind of mutters as he's walking by, and a blank slate begins to be filled in as he opens the fridge and grabs a jug of milk and goes back and adds milk to his tea.
I'm gonna throw up. I
Wouldn't
hate
advise
this
it.
guy. I hate this guy.
Okay. So what's the plan? What is our end game? What is our goal?
You want to rewrite the story, don't you?
I will, yes.
Want to end?
Well, and yes, start anew. Break the
Right.
cycle.
Well, do you want to break the cycle or do you want to modify the script? These are two separate decisions.
Right.
As he begins like clanking the spoon while he's stirring.
Well,
This would be the first time I'm part of the story, I'm pretty sure. So removing me shouldn't be difficult.
So, well, this is now the Theseus ship
yeah.
dilemma. At what point does as we replace parts of the cycle of the wheel, at what point does it become a new wheel?
I mean, I think it's all about Theseus, honestly. It's not only that, but I mean, if you guys look, and she like pulls out her phone. So I still have Hero 1000 Faces pulled up, and like the basic like person for that is Theseus. So I don't know if Theseus can help us particularly. I don't know if you guys know Theseus. That would be really cool if you did. But that might be the key to everything. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
You had me for a second.
Thank
will,
you.
You did. You had me going for a second.
I
Thank
will
you.
summarize your Theseus dilemma for you.
Okay.
Each of your incarnations was a new ship of Theseus. Things have been rebuilt and reformatted as we sail from port to port. The journey has never stopped, and the original ship is long, long dead. But we continue on, and with each new piece, some things change, some things shift, but it's always been the ship of Theseus. Are you looking to renovate your ship, or are you looking to go get a jet ski?
I say renovate.
Yeah, we can't all fit on a jet ski.
You are missing the point there, but okay.
But that's the problem, isn't it? That's the thing, is we're trying to change fundamental pieces, massive arcs of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Campbell wouldn't like that.
And when the mast breaks, the ship is useless, but a new mast will make it sail again. Everything can be replaced. Is it worth the effort? And more importantly, are you all still wanting to sail in Theseus's vessel? Having never met Theseus, but knowing now
We've met
that this is the
Theseus.
ship you're in. Metaphorically,
Oh, okay.
Wednesday.
Who built the ship in the first place? You've got to know the answer to that, Merle.
I do. Some clarity came when I was exposed to all the timelines with you, Karen.
Yeah, I remember it was great. It was so much fun.
No. But with that, I began digging where I could, when I could. Luckily, the part of me that cared about getting answers was nestling in, shall we say, the superhighway to the past.
You're welcome, / I'm sorry. I don't know which one you want.
Super Highway to the Past. We're talking about Back to the Future.
We're talking about my head.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, if you feel it matters who first began the script, it was Cece. Anansi.
Was she one of the nice ones?
I mean, from what I heard, she tore you all apart.
That was Nikki asking because I don't
Oh.
remember.
Anansi is
Nancy's
generally-
not evil.
Yeah,
Nancy's a
generally
trickster.
just a trickster, chaotic neutral.
Some would say the first trickster. One of
Yeah.
the oldest stories of the trickster.
The spinner of webs.
We met her at the wedding, didn't we?
No, you met
guys
her at the
just meet everyone, I guess.
crossroads. You summoned
that's
her to
right.
the crossroads for answers, and she said not, like, rewriting is fruitless. Everything will rewrite itself on its own.
Is there any mythological creature or figure that you guys haven't met?
Era?
We've stuck to mostly Eurocentric concepts, but we venture, we dabble.
Wow, that's not. Doesn't look very good for you, does it?
I'm within the limits of my education.
It's fine. This is Greek. This is all Greek, baby.
But no, it says Anansi, from what I know, was the first to give structure to the stories. Then brought in others like Hypnos and Oberon. And eventually my other part. This shouldn't be new to all of you, right?
Well, it is new to me, yes.
From the mixed memories I currently have, I thought you'd been dealing a lot with tricksters lately.
I've been generally trapped in the Feywild, on and off.
I
So-
apologize,
is.
Micah. I'm more referring to the sisters than anyone else.
I've been dealing with one for my entire life, evidently.
Evidently.
It's come up once or twice.
The tricksters manage and update the script. They're the writer's room of the universe. Now,
you-
my other half went off book and, shall we say, got fired from the position.
Oh. Oh, sorry. You said other half. I thought you were talking about me, and I was actually
No.
I did go off book. You're right.
I was never officially one. Neither was your mother. We both had been courted when I was. My other side then took the opportunity. Your mother never quite took to taking direction, though, so I don't believe she's ever officially.
So to rewrite the script, somebody has to be a trickster, or we need to convince a trickster to rewrite the script.
So this is where it gets tricky. The tricksters are the ones that know of the script more than anyone. They're the ones, well, mainly Cece writes the script, but systems, modernization, everything's been set, whereas Cece likes to put it, the script kind of writes itself now. It's more about managing unforeseen outcomes. You know, once you make a solid roadmap, if you can turn in on itself, picking up the hero with 1,000 faces.
Yes. I love it.
It's rather simple. You just keep to your archetypes and everyone tends to fit the roles they need. So, yes, if you look to shift the script enough to keep people happy, but stay within the bounds, you could do a rewrite. The rewrite you choose, at some point you're making an entirely new reality. Do know you're in a series that hasn't ended, and you can't let the audience know that it's going to be a new show. So if you want to go that route, subtlety, intelligence, planning, as he looks at Nora on subtlety, Wednesday on intelligence, and Karen on planning.
I plan all the time. Thank you very much for like 2 seconds before I throw the fireball.
Are entirely necessary.
Good grades
Now-
and knowledge, first of all.
My other half is hoping to end everything and putting it in faith that whatever comes next will be to their benefit, as far as I know. For all I know, they're looking to end everything and have a new script they're looking to slide in, be the new Anansi.
Well, isn't it just a cooler story that a team of heroes rises to defeat the usurping trickster? Isn't that a better,
Well, that would be following the hero with 1,000 faces anyway, right?
well, yes, but it wouldn't be following our current canon. In
I don't
our
know,
canon, I do great battle with my half sister
Hey, congrats.
for many decades until finally I fall in battle. She takes pity on me and carts me off to die.
You forgot the part where you sleep with her, but it's fine.
Well, that does happen, yes. It's all hazy, but isn't it cooler if a team of heroes comes together and wins, and then that's it, and it's just and then that's it, and then we all live happy lives and we do whatever the fuck we want, and then we die peacefully, and then we're reborn and we go through the same thing. The team of heroes comes together and we defeat the usurping trickster who inevitably will try to take his place at the table, and that's just cooler. Isn't that better?
That's not the end of the cycle, though. It's like, once we defeat the evil, we have to have the entire flight back.
Right, like we have like a good normal lives. We just
Get a happy ending.
right.
Now, Micah, And all of you, actually. There's a few things to note here. You're confusing an ending with an epilogue. When did the story truly end, and when did it just start reciting an epilogue for closure? Secondly, there's a reason a story that shall repeat ends in tragedy. In death, there's turmoil, and in turmoil, there's conflict, and conflict begets story.
Good content. For
You
sure.
want a happily ever after, that's fine. I'm very tired. But a happily ever after means 2 words. The end. Because any story that keeps going, conflict will arise. If you are hoping for peace, true peace as heroes, you only establish peace 2 ways: being too ignorant to know any better, or death.
You can't just say those things. It reminds me of Hades Town.
We've discussed my work with the Muses when that was being inspired.
It's so good. It's
All I am simply pointing out is we are discussing not a book, but life. As far as we all know it. Stories never die and never fade truly. They just modify. If you want a happy ending, I will help, but it means an ending.
Bobby, out of character.
Yeah.
When I think it was, I don't remember who I made this deal with, but I made the deal with someone where Merle's life is tied to my life in only this reincarnation, right?
That's with Hades.
That's with Hades. Okay.
That's with
And it was-
Hades.
And it was if I die, he dies, or as long as we are both alive. Or what exactly were the terms of that?
As long as you continue to have reincarnations, Merle continues to have reincarnations.
Okay, I thought that was the original offer, and then I said, "Oh no." Okay, no,
Yeah.
you're right. Sorry. Yes. Okay.
It is
Okay.
Merle essentially, when you split Loki and Merle apart,
Mhm.
Merle is no longer cursed or anything, but Merle is also, I mean, before having a god body, mortal.
Right.
And Merle's soul is mortal.
Right.
You
Okay.
made a deal that whenever you would be essentially recycled, they would also
Yes.
take Merle and recycle.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool.
So
Okay,
whenever
I had
you
to make sure.
reincarnate, Merle would also reincarnate.
Yes. Okay, that's what I said. Okay, got it. Sorry.
But that
I
means
mixed
if
the two
you
up.
lose your reincarnation, so does Merle, because Merle does not
Yeah.
actually have any on their own currently.
Okay, got it. Okay. Cool. Sorry, go on. I had to make sure.
No, that's fine. We're in the penultimate session. This is the last handful of times these characters make choices. This is your guys' decision of what you want to do. Merle is here. Merle has all the knowledge he has ever had as far as wisdom and being able to seek counsel right now.
Okay.
So I will give you the opportunity for advice, and I will give you advice, but that does not mean I'm going to tell you things you guys like to hear.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Not to be like all Wednesday about it, but like I do kind of want to kill Micah's boss. I think that would be a really great group bonding activity for all of us. And we already talked about it, so like it's like in my mind now. And now, Merle, you said that like violence is gonna go bad is this like this is just one little part of violence. Like this isn't the final violence.
There's two things I'll remind you, my dear Wednesday. One, anything to the level of gods does not stay dead. Thoughts and concepts will always be reborn. They will always return. Two, Oberon is not a god. Seems as if that would be helpful, however, is a trickster. And the most defining piece of all the tricksters, being the writers of the story, is they get to break the rules.
Now that's not your subtle way of telling us that we need to work with him, right?
No.
Okay, great.
Defeating a trickster is nearly impossible. What is almost as impossible, but thanks to the power of irony, is tricking a trickster.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
From what I've heard, you and Nora have already been in.
Where did that even come from?
Erin wrinkles her nose. It's just like, oh.
I am not referring to a sex thing. I am talking about the collar, which also I now realize sounds even more like a sex thing.
Good
yeah, what the fuck
God,
are you talking
no.
about?
Erin shudders and then plugs her ears and just tell me
It's-
when this
it's-
conversation's over.
It's not like a leather collar, everyone. It's metal.
That's worse. There's so much I don't know about you guys, and every time I find out something new, it just really like sends me for a loop.
Really not like that.
I don't know. They're doing like Cake Boss roleplay, and I just don't know anymore.
I heard that guy got arrested.
Oh my god, I heard that too.
I'm gonna fucking
And the hero's journey comes full circle.
No, the Cake Boss truly went on a hero's journey. I could plot it out for you.
Now that's storytelling, people.
Bunny Palastro is the modern day Theseus.
This is good content. Um,
So tricking a trickster. What do you wish to go about? Or I guess, do we know something that might be a blind spot for him?
I mean, we have Micah. I don't know if that, I mean, I don't know what your boss knows about, you know, everything that you're doing currently.
right.
But I feel like we could use you positively, not in like a gross way. Maybe in a gross way if we have to.
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fair.
I'm deep in thought. I'm sorry, none of that really registered with me, to be honest.
Oh, I was saying if we need to kill you for any reason, like I'll do it. That was the underlying message that I was trying to send.
Well, okay. So,
Like just if we have to. Like I don't want to. I'm just saying like if it like needs to happen, not even by my hand, you know, like if I just need to send you into like a dangerous situation and you are at risk of death, I'm gonna do it.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Say more words.
I'm concerned.
Hold
but
on,
Go on.
just-
Yeah. Say more words, please.
So, I made a deal with Oberon.
Also, we should probably stop saying his name now.
If you notice, I have tried to refrain from saying both his name and my other half's name as much as possible.
Yes, I'm referring to him as Micah's boss.
He's tethered to me regardless. So he's pretty much always got tabs on me. For some reason, I I don't feel him watching right now. But
That's nice.
anyway,
That would be due to the wards of a Merlin.
appreciate
Okay.
that.
Oh, don't
Is there
thank
any way to
me.
sever that?
Looks over at Karen.
I warded the hell out of this place.
Well, good on you.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. I made a deal with him, and that deal was as soon as I found Excalibur, that I would bring it to him. So I don't have Excalibur, but I could make it seem like I do, and that I'm reneging on the deal, the penalty for which would be death. However, if he kills me, then I'm technically unable to fulfill the deal. And I have a feeling that would mess with him in a big way.
You know, we could always play a trick on him too.
Hey, have you guys ever seen the movie Excalibur? Because I feel like we could get a DVD.
And watch, that's the plan, you want to watch
No,
it?
I mean you could give it to him because technically that is Excalibur. You're giving him Excalibur. It's just a DVD.
That, wow, that is some that is really grade A buffoonery, and I love it.
He's a trickster.
I don't know if it would work, but I mean,
I'm just saying we could get it on Amazon Prime like tomorrow.
what if? Okay, but what if we did that though?
You're muted, Mary.
Yeah, I was just gonna look at Merlin and say, does it work between the lines? Would something like a DVD work?
If he merely said Excalibur and not the sword Excalibur.
Can we get the exact wording?
Should I roll something for that?
Yeah. Roll plus sharp.
This is the most important role you've ever made, Michael.
I mean, we'll see what happens here. Okay. That's an 11. That's 2 5s plus a 1.
The deal was specifically for you to reclaim your sword Excalibur.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
You could buy
Okay.
another sword and name it Excalibur. It would be your sword.
Oh man, that is really good.
You could. And that could also come on Amazon by tomorrow. It'd just be a little bit more expensive.
The other idea, if you do give this person the sword, you have an ability to bring it back to you.
Well, but that's the problem. I don't. I don't have the sword.
Well, I know who
Yes
does.
And no. You may not know this as much. Nora, how do I put this? Ezra does not have it.
All right.
But Uther does.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Jonathan has it.
We can work with this.
Well, hold on. If you are Jonathan, technically, have you already like not fulfilled what you're supposed to do since you technically do have it?
Oberon is a fae and takes things like names far more seriously.
Okay.
Oberon did not see me becoming a cat because Oberon did not think about the fact that another person was inside Karen when he did his spell. I was able
Gross.
to gather the bits of Micah to reform a semblance of Jonathan because Oberon, being the person who put those slivers in all of you, didn't take into account the importance of the soul beyond a title.
So that's why you weren't in the house that first night that I was.
Yes.
I thought it was weird. Okay.
I came to your window. You assumed I was your cat. And I let that continue. But before then, realizing my situation and remembering the deals you all had, I took a hunch and there were other fractions out there, not of myself, but of Micah. And that is how we have beautiful baby Jonathan now.
Okay, then I'm gonna try something.
What would you like to try?
I want to fill a bowl with water.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to reach inside the bowl of water, and I'm not gonna look, but I just want to reach in to the bowl of water.
Roll plus weird.
You have to take it to your boss immediately.
That I can do. Well, he can't see that, so fuck yeah, that's a 13, baby. What's up?
When you fill the bowl of water, the water reflects something different. You see the rim of a cup and essentially an undershot looking up at Jonathan, who appears to be holding the cup.
Oh man. Okay, I'm scrying at Jonathan right now. Oh, this is cool.
If you
Tell him I
try
said hi.
to summon it, is Jonathan Excalibur itself?
That is a loaded question. Whoa.
I think
So
you're
you gonna
closer
wield him like in Twilight?
and further.
Well, do you remember in Twilight and like the final battle sequence? Sorry, this is Breaking Dawn Part 2, where they like Edward picked up Bella and like used her as a weapon. Is that what we have to do?
No, Wednesday.
Okay, thank you for being clear on that one.
Okay, that one went over my head. I'm gonna try to yell into the bowl. Jonathan!
Jonathan is currently in essentially a metaphysical green room with Rosemary. As you begin to hear a very faint yelling coming from your cup.
Oh my god. We're doing this again. Whoa. Shh, Rosemary. Shh. Hold on 1 second. Do you hear that?
Jonathan.
Hello? Oh my god. Okay. All right. So are you... Hold on. Let me guess. You are You can't be my sword talking to me. I haven't heard that one before. Are you some sort of psychic fish creature? Microscopic, hidden in the molecular structure of my water in my cup.
Jonathan knows what molecular is.
Just because he says words doesn't mean he understands what they mean.
That's so valid of him. That's how I live my life.
It's a very well-trained parrot.
Can I hear what he can Micah hear what Jonathan's saying? No,
dirty mood.
no, man. It's me. It's Micah. Do you remember? I can see right now. Are you seeing me? It's Jonathan also seeing Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, man. I remember we met in the desert.
And now you're meeting in water.
This is wow. That is a parallel. This is some literary structure that I have been so briefly told about. Wow. So what's going on, dude? How can I help you? Okay. This is just normal for you. Okay, sure, cool. Excalibur, the sword, our sword. I think I'm pretty sure it's my sword.
This is the best day of my life.
I hate to break it to you, dude, but it does this thing when I like put my hand into water. I can feel it. It's there, and I can just pull it out of water. Nobody else can do that with this thing. Okay, but I can I do you need it right now?
As you're having this conversation in the green room, coming out from a back door, is Greg with a tray of pizza rolls.
No way.
Oh, my dude, I'm gonna have to call you later. We got some pizza rolls here. Very, very important, but like weird that we can do this. Maybe catch you again sometime. All right, peace. Pizza roll time.
Pizza time.
Wait, no. Oh,
Pizza
no,
time.
okay. Jonathan straight up just left.
And the connection's broken.
That's so valid of him.
That was
I get
the
it.
best conversation ever.
Okay.
I'm so happy.
You don't think I was gonna forget Greg?
I think about Greg every day of my life. Me, Ashton.
Realistically, Merle should have sent the clouder to Greg, and then Greg's the one who got them all in Jonathan's body. But that's
Honestly,
that's a rewrite I missed.
no, Greg was busy.
Uber Eats.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a lot. He's got a lot of business on his.
He's got his Postmates bike.
Yeah, he does Uber Eats and Postmates. He has
He
a lot
does.
of business. He's busy all the time.
So if I put my hand in the bowl, do I feel anything, or is it just wet?
It's just wet.
Okay, well, helpful. Okay, so no, I don't have the sword.
No.
That was going to be pretty cool. But I don't have that.
Hold on. Do we? Okay, out of character. When you said that we all had like a little piece of Micah in us, is that gone now?
It
Has
is.
that all been moved into? Okay.
It is.
Okay.
It was all purged when you guys were given your
Right.
false lives.
Right. Okay, got it.
Jonathan is the living embodiment of the pieces of the soul that
Right.
you all held for Micah.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is fully within the reality we have established
yeah.
multiple times. So,
Absolutely. So, I mean, we have to. What is the difference between Excalibur and just me wielding any weapon? This is not me being a bitch. Like, I'm genuinely curious.
So this is where tact in how we say things, since I seem to be having an off day socializing. Micah,
That's
you
every day.
asked if
And I love
you
that about you.
were Excalibur. Yes and no. The items are conduits. It's the symbols they have. But Uther, in a more literary sense, was my sword. Was my arm to take down those necessary. Galahad, well, I think we know whose that was. You had the divine light. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, Wednesday, but you are Zeus's sword.
Come on, man. Really?
Does this
Like Zeus
surprise
specifically, not anyone else?
everyone that Zeus represents?
That's disgusting.
Yes, I am very happy you do not share in many of Zeus's qualities of, well, I would like to keep my marriage. Anyways.
Well, let me be completely open and honest with you. I did use my sexuality as a way to kill many gods.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to put that out in the open so that we're both on the same page here. But like not in a Zeus way. It wasn't fun for me. I mean, the ending was fun. I mean, when I killed them, it was fun.
I mean, just
and there was
as
never an ending before that.
Lancelot was your mother Morgana's sword. Heroes to the gods are just weapons. Until the stories were made and you were given drive and purpose, you were just pawns in their games. You still come from that. There's a reason many of you have a tendency to destroy.
Wednesday looks at Irene and shrugs.
But when the tricksters added the script, things were able to shift. You notice I am not a god, but I have a sword. Morgana is not a god, yet she has a sword. What did and didn't become powerful enough to wield or influence a hero broadened in time. Some of you are much older than others. Some of you are much newer. Looking directly at Karen. You all have been used by gods. We all have. I have used many of you.
Hot.
No.
Okay. So here's my idea. And like, and I mean this.
Irene starts taking notes.
This group of people needs to experience loss.
Yes.
And I don't want to see any of you experience loss, and I don't want to experience the loss of any of you.
Yes, but you're not the audience,
No.
Micah.
I right. But here's the thing. Jonathan has the sword.
Yes.
And the thing that I needed to get back on the loop to continue my part in the cycle was to retrieve the sword.
Yes.
So now, if I die, Oberon's deal is over. He cannot get the sword. But Uther lives on with the sword.
Yes.
The group
You
experiences loss.
You will thwart the Green Knight by Uther losing the one who is truly closest to him.
Have we not experienced enough loss?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm nothing, but I'm enough for the story.
No, I mean, like, I feel like if we need to experience loss, we fucking already done it.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot that we've lost.
But this is like the last act kind of stuff. There's still one more left to lose, and I don't want it to be any of you.
Okay, well, shut the fuck up, because, like, that's not...
I need
How dare you? be a
everyone
fucking
except
martyr.
Micah to roll plus sharp. This, I believe, would be... Oh, no, I think Wednesday looked into this, too. So Wednesday and Irene. Both be
Yeah,
present to
well,
this.
I'll tell you what, Wednesday did not pass.
Okay.
What did we say was smart?
Sharp, yeah.
Sharp.
Sharp.
Sharp. Got it. Okay, hold on.
Is this about monsters from nope, wait, hold on.
7 for Irene
For Irene.
and 6 for Wednesday.
Is this strange or ancient secrets?
Yes.
That's like 13.
Very high.
Papa just
Understood.
leveled up.
And I did
12.
take the sharp. I took
Yeah.
advanced moves in basically almost everything. So
Repeatedly, all of you have asked how this is going to end to different people who would know. This has been like 6 times now. That every single time the answer was there are many outcomes, but someone will die. That's what Fate has told you. That is what Cece has told you. That is what Hypnos has told you. Every single person who is aware of the script says that there's choices, but someone will die. Now, whether or not you see that as a challenge is up to you. But the closest thing to a direct prophecy has been repeatedly telling you guys someone will die. Minimum 1.
So let's tank this deal with Oberon. If I recover the sword, I have to hand him Excalibur. There's no chance that I can, or there's a very small chance that I can summon it back to me upon giving it to him. I mean, he's going to be expecting that. That's the most basic thing. I mean, guy can summon his sword out of water. Like,
there's something worth remembering that you would know, Micah. You can summon your sword out of water, but it has to have gone into water for you to pull it back out of water. It
Right.
doesn't just vanish wherever it is.
right.
Which is also like why you probably weren't able to bring it back when you just tried, if you were even able to, is, to be very honest, if Merle told Jonathan to keep the sword, he probably also told Jonathan to keep the sword dry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it just makes the most sense to me. It would be a complex and nuanced plan that would probably go wrong in a million different ways, you know? And if we tank the deal, he doesn't get it. That last piece of power he's looking for, he can't wield it.
That is fair.
And then you all get to live normal lives. I mean, look at me. I'm not human anymore.
None of us are. Shut up. I
I mean,
am.
I technically am human.
Yeah, I'm also human, but I'm not. I feel like I'm not really like fully in the group yet. So
You're the witness.
right. Yeah, I have been watching.
And writing.
I have been writing, yeah, but that's just like for my own personal notes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm not really. I don't think I'm actually getting paid for this anymore.
You were getting paid?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, this is my job. A regular human job.
I remember money.
Who was it that was
Hi,
paying
I'm
you?
I'm a private investigator. I was here to find Wednesday because apparently she had killed her husband for the insurance money. And now I'm here and I'm involved in all of this bullshit. And you know what? I hate it, but I'm here.
So, Irene, was it? You said you were being paid
Hi.
by all this. Who was it that paid you again?
What a great question. Remind me who it was? It was the should have written it down, huh?
Would have been
This is why
helpful.
people take notes, I bet. Also, I'm drunk, so I don't know.
It was Orpheus Industries.
Fucking knew it was Orpheus. I should have said Orpheus, but I thought I was just thinking about Hades Town again. Great, yeah. No, it was Orpheus Industries was paying me money to like find a Wednesday, which I did now. So like congratulations to me. I did it, and now I can technically I would be taking on more cases because I did what I was supposed to do. But I guess I'm just kind of stuck here now. I mean, it's not that I don't enjoy everyone's
No.
company. It's super great here. You guys are all so nice, and you know, I'm loving it. But like, I just want to go back to my job. You know.
I believe if you were being paid by Orpheus Industries, you are currently at your job. Miss
Right,
Irene.
yeah. But I'm not. Am I still getting paid?
Have the checks stopped coming in?
Well, technically not. But I thought but I found my job was my like the description of the job was Find Wednesday, right?
Mhm. Did they
I've got
want
her.
you
She's
to
right
keep
here.
meticulous notes?
Well, I mean, that's just me personally. I like to keep notes. I just like to
How
remember.
familiar are you with the name Orpheus?
I've seen Hades Town. Wednesday starts crying.
Now, do the rest of you remember Orpheus?
I can
Have
roll
you guys
sharp
met
check and
Orpheus?
see.
That's disgusting.
I give a nod.
Nikki
Yeah.
doesn't.
They,
Nikki,
the rest
gotta
of your
watch Hades
friends
Town.
here may know Orpheus as another name. Sir Geraint, another sword, another hero.
Which one was that again?
What kind of dumb ass person uses Orpheus as a sword?
Possibly
His whole thing was not being violent.
Hypnos.
He just played sick.
A sword is a metaphor, Wednesday. Oh no, that was Irene.
That was
a sword
Irene.
is a metaphor, Miss Irene.
Didn't they say he could disarm an entire navy with just his loot?
I don't think he would have. I don't
Or
think
liar.
it said he was disarmed.
Yeah,
I
Leah.
think he was just really talented and people enjoyed listening to him. But I mean, I don't think they would drop their weapons. I think they would stop. But I think they would hold on to them.
Not every sword is meant to be stabbed with. Not all are meant
Well, I
to
mean,
cut
that's what
down.
swords are made for, though, right? Am I wrong?
Yes,
If I'm wrong,
that is what some swords are made for. There are also ceremonial swords to lead. There are also parrying swords to defend. A sword is a tool for battle.
There are also fencing foils for fun.
ugh, God.
The main
that-
thing
no?
to
Okay.
remember, Miss Irene, is we are talking about things that have been going on since the beginning of the world as we know it.
Right? Yeah, of course.
Words
I'm totally involved
have
in that.
meaning, but meanings change and evolve.
Yeah.
But yes, I hate to inform you that you are being likely paid via Hypnos, which would mean his hand is in this. I do believe he may
honest.
have had
As long-
some
Mm.
meddling in
He
all of
helped.
you.
He helped
long as I
somebody
get
get their
paid.
memories back.
As long as I'm getting paid, I feel like I'm fine. Personally, is Hypnos bad?
Hypnos
we
is a
against-
trickster. Just like
And
Cece.
tricksters are bad.
Bad, good tricksters are storytellers. Tricksters
Okay.
keep the script moving. Hypnos tends to do what many would call punch-ups, fixing holes, making things run a little more smoothly, while Cece does big picture plot design. Hypnos makes sure the rails stay fast.
I could just go back to like investigating people's husbands to see if they're cheating on them.
Is
You
that
know?
your copy of The Hero's Journey, Miss Irene?
Yeah, I bought it.
No, I'm very proud.
Thank you.
But I presume it means you've read it.
Yeah.
So you
I'm a
are
big
going
fan
to
of Joseph
walk away
Campbell.
from what you've seen and return back to your life unchanged.
Well, I mean, no. What I'm saying is I'm fucking trapped here, right?
What
Like,
I'm saying,
Because I know about Joseph Campbell and his Hero of 1,000 Faces, and like, trust me, I would love nothing more than to go like expose cheating husbands.
yes,
But I don't really have an option anymore, and I'm just fucking stuck here with all of you wonderful assholes.
I have been nothing but polite.
And that's why I said wonderful. I'm sorry that you're also an asshole. That's just like,
don't mind her, Karen. Sometimes when people first realize things are different than what they expected, they get a bit irate.
that
Looking you
is my-
dead in the eyes, Karen.
That is my job.
I feel like you are calling me out, and that is uncalled for. Okay,
I feel like the universe has poetic irony.
Karen just like rolls her eyes and goes and grabs the journal off of like an empty journal and starts writing in it.
Now, if you're looking for answers to questions, I'm here to help. If you're looking for who's who and what to do, I will guide you as much as I can. But I do suggest you have an end point before you plan your journey. And with that, we are going to go on break.
Really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia because this ain't happening?
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the
Yes,
game.
we
real
are
fast.
here. We got
We're
this.
here to
Let's
play the
go.
game.
you're a time traveling corpse?
I don't. I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be. He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
You might have better.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
Tear my seams apart for you. You sell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel loud every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running from. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running from. We don't know what we're running from.
I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn out sneakers. When we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy
The Information Superhighway. Newcom, nice of you to join us.
When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
This is as long as we go. I know you will be alright. But somehow wherever you are, you're still in the crossfire. Still in the crossfire. Still in the crossfire.
remember you
weird
telling
fucking-
me about
That
this.
shit was wild. Okay.
We are back, by the way. We're live.
Can't believe Michael died.
We'll eventually get back. Yeah, no. The whole thing of the origin of Jonathan, I was really, really tempted to just do as a whole side thing and like put it on Patreon. But I'm like, we don't have the Patreon formatted. And we're not going to put like one of the final things to fill the hole at the end of Weird Web in like the new Patreon. That's just shitty.
No, I
But
think
yes.
it just takes Michael longer than us to like finish masturbating. So
But yes, Jonathan is
but
just
that's
a
what we do on
Jonathan's just a clouder of magical cats.
good, as he should be.
That is the most fitting. But yeah, we return. There we go. Hey.
He really took his time on that.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. As long as you finish, that's like what matters.
Oh, God damn it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Weird Web. Last week, we spent essentially the entire, I guess last episode, we spent essentially the entire episode in Karen's kitchen talking to Merle. Okay.
Mike has got a death wish.
Fucking Micah. I will not let that man be a martyr. No way. Fuck that. He doesn't deserve it.
You're gonna pick one of your close friends to die because Micah doesn't deserve to be a martyr.
Which is funny because Micah's the one that became a villain for a while.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes the most sense. Like, here's my arc. Let me just fucking finish it out.
Micah's the only character that became a villain for a while. Sure.
For real.
Wednesday
No,
had a
every
little
single
bit.
person here has had a villain arc.
Oh, that's fair.
Micah died because Karen killed Micah.
That's true.
That is
Correction. Micah jumped in front of it. It was not Karen's fault.
Okay, so if we solve the boss issue, what next? How do we actually change? And again, are we wishing to end it or create a new thing?
Yeah. That's the thing. I still haven't gotten an answer from all of you definitively.
I vote rewrite it. I
think
can
we're
look back.
rewriting it.
I can look back into the past and see what mistakes were made before, and we can try to avoid them.
If you do a hard rewrite, a full rewrite, and not just nudge things along, you will essentially be restarting everything. This is not a good thing or a bad thing. Just be aware you're not just continuing the story.
Aggressive rewrites. Gritty reboot.
But it is possible. Is that the route you want to go? Because each of these involves a lot of work. And time is not really something we have an abundance of. So if you decide the route you want to go, I can tell you my best estimates on how to do it, and you can do as I suggest or go out and do your own thing as you all tend to want to do. If you're looking to completely restart everything, but not end it, a bit of a
I guess
reboot, that is
a
possible.
reboot. My worry is I guess I would rather us be the writers than he who we are talking about, your twin.
That's fair.
And as I see it, he has a lot more set pieces put together for the final show than we do.
Yes. He's had a penchant for big finales.
Well, I want nothing but to write him out of the story.
It's possible. I won't put it past even a former trickster to not worm their way in somehow, but you can sure make it difficult for them.
We could
Is
replace him
that-
with someone.
Good. Roles will need to be filled in any story. You can't have a story without roles. Now, if you want to be the writers, you're unlikely to be the performers anymore, which does sound like something everyone is more than willing to do.
I am if it means I have control over the story.
As much control as the story will let you have.
It's more control than I've had my entire life.
That's fair. Is this what everyone wants to do?
Is it the most beneficial thing to do we think?
There's no wrong answers, but there's also no right answers.
Oh, great. That makes me feel so much better.
You being in charge, if you succeed, and rewriting the narratives to as you all see fit would be very beneficial. History's written by the victorious. But it will have a lot of responsibility.
Well, so that's the thing, is this won't really have any repercussions on us, but it will have massive repercussions on our reincarnations.
If I feel like we're coming to the end of the wire here. I don't know why I think that. But I feel like we might, like, rewriting the whole thing, that's a lot of pressure. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's like, that's fucking terrifying. And I don't think that's what Joseph Campbell wanted. But I'm like down if you guys are, but I'm just saying, if we simply just like lean into the next reincarnation and we just make sure that that happens, we have a second chance, right?
There's a second chance to do the same thing.
Exactly. But like,
but that's the problem.
maybe this just wasn't a good reincarnation. Maybe we all suck. Okay.
They're never good reincarnations.
Good.
They're
I'm
all
sure
riddled with war and
oh, really? I'm sure
sacrifice
there was
and
one where
death.
we were all like pirates.
And all of our friends died.
Okay, listen, we all died. But I'm just saying, if we don't feel confident,
Pendragon pirate game. Taking notes.
that is an FKF reference. Thank you very much. But no, I would absolutely love to do that.
With how it would work, we wouldn't be the performers, we'd be the writers, which means we wouldn't be reincarnated every time. We would stay the same.
Oh.
If only one of us is the writer officially, then would that not let everybody else stay the same?
If people
Well-
stay in their roles and they're written in, yes.
I do love myself currently.
There is a strong tradition of writing your friends into scripts, after all.
I'm not part of the story normally. I can write it. Then you guys can all have the lives you want.
Karen, do you really believe you're not part of the story?
I'm not part of the past stories. This is the first rendition that I'm part of.
You're what made this story special.
why you should stay.
I don't want to
It's-
stay if it means I don't get to keep Rosemary.
It's their
Right,
decision
so-
either way.
Yay.
It's more we do not speak that way if it is not true.
But the positive part of that is that your involvement, if you were to be the one to write the story, your involvement would be eternal and omniscient, which is an incredibly powerful tool for this ancient wheel of souls to be steered into a better direction,
And
right?
to keep in mind, at least this story has many writers. All the different tricksters are all parts of it, parts of the writing room.
Yeah, but they're all writing different stories now and trying to smash them into one piece that's no longer coherent.
Which is why if we go in more coherent, it might be better.
Wrenches have been thrown in the story. You can thank my other half for it, and in truth, Karen, let us not mince words, you are very much the latest wrench that was thrown in. It is not a bunch of different stories trying to be told. There is one story being told many different ways. There are those who are trying to keep that story as coherent as possible, and then there is a single individual who's trying to write their own story. Everyone else has just been trying to write around things that have changed. When the show's live, you have to adjust rather than rewrite.
I want to take away the writing power of him.
Yes.
That would be interesting. There was a time where I would say that would be incredibly difficult, given to remove his fate as a trickster were to also remove my, shall we say, star power within the narrative. But I'm rather done with all of that. And even more so, I feel as if I would be better supporting a lead rather than directing a cast. I know of the deal you made Wednesday with Hades.
One.
The one that has to do with me. Which means wherever you go, I will follow, and I am more than happy to have that. And what I found of my first self, meeting you towards the beginning of their life, left them looking for you for the rest of their history. Only
That's really
traveling
cute.
backwards in time made that impossible.
That's like super cute.
I, on the other hand, am not burdened with the curse. So I will happily take moving forward instead of backwards. Especially if it is behind you instead of in front of you.
I've killed like so many gods, and like me crying right now is like not a good look for me and like my persona, but like I will cry.
I love you, Wednesday.
Okay, that's gay. I love you too. Stop.
But if that is the case, the Green Knight being handled would be wise. He is the most powerful follower of my other half. He is a second trickster and one who still holds all the powers of a trickster. My half was exiled. They were supposed to be removed from reality, however, as we have seen, wrenches were thrown and things were set astray.
I have an idea.
Well, I am all ears.
One of the stories that I was reading in the mythology when I was trying to do research before was the trick that Oberon played on Tatiana, or Titania, sorry, with the love potion.
Mm-hmm.
What if we do the same trick at him instead? Spray the version of Excalibur that we're giving him, whichever one that may be, with that potion. So when that scent hits him, he falls in love with the first thing he sees.
Well, the person who did that trick originally is a person we're specifically not talking about, but is the person I would absolutely suggest in replacing in the role of the other person we're not talking about. Problem is, the person who knows how to get away with that the best is somebody that we can't perceive.
Right, but he would expect that person to do it, not us.
I like it, but I feel like it's an old trick for him. I feel like it's something that he would catch on to quickly.
It'd just be really funny. Honestly.
It would be very funny. It would be
if he
very
got caught up in his own trick because he's become so self-centered and full of himself that he can't do any wrong.
It's a very Narcissus kind of route.
Ooh, can the first person he see be himself?
But it matches
That'd be
the
great.
theme.
He'll just forever start looking in the mirror for the rest of his life.
That is a very big if. That is a huge leap in logic. Because like also he might just like develop like a really healthy sense of self-love and then he'll just be like unstoppable.
Fair.
Because like that's also an outcome that could come from that. Things have to work out exactly as we hope they will.
However you want to handle things.
Oh.
What would you suggest in this situation?
The Green Knight is something to be handled or bypassed if you're looking to get, we will just simply call him my brother, for ease. But it is not a necessity if your end target is my brother. If you're simply looking to strip him of his abilities, you will need to get him, and you will need to have something powerful enough that could be done. I happen to know one of you has something that powerful.
Yes.
But you'll have one chance.
Which one?
You.
Oh, is it the wand?
Yeah, it's a wand. Do you
Cool.
see many people walking around with true wands?
Look, I was just making sure we were on the same page here.
Yes.
Because
So
nobody else knows about the wand.
Well, now they all do.
this makes sense.
I
to
didn't
me.
think this through.
Okay. So okay. So I need to pay up with the Green Knight, which would effectively sever any connection that our target has with the powerful instrument he so desperately seeks. I will fulfill a prophecy, thereby allowing the rest of you, while our target is distracted by this traumatizing event of losing his chance of ultimate victory. That is the moment we strike. You strike. He'll be vulnerable. He'll be confused. We'll have a split second, a fraction of a second.
I'm being typed at. I didn't even see that idea coming.
Uh-oh. Secrets, whispers, secrets.
We have one option. The necklace. We can gather up your soul after you die and put you back into Jonathan so your soul's complete.
Huh. Now that's a trick.
Now, here is something to remember, because part of the deal was when you made the deal with Oberon, as it's been many months ago, part of it was that you have lost your next reincarnation, Uther.
Mm-hmm.
Which means, at the very least, you know Oberon has a plan to make sure your soul does not go to the afterlife.
Mm.
That's a little fucked.
Could be why he wanted the necklace to begin with. No, it was Loki who wanted the necklace, wasn't it?
Yes. You have multiple villains in play right now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, but in the moment that I die, and it has to be in front of him, in that moment, before he has a chance to enact any of his plans, is when you strike. And that's our one shot.
If you distract him long enough, we can get Jonathan here and put the necklace on him fast enough before Oberon can take the soul.
I think first order of business has to be taking him. You need to worry about me last and our target first. And if you have time to scoop me up and pour what's left of me into Jonathan, then awesome. But it has to be okay to fail me. That has to be a possibility that everybody is okay with.
I don't necessarily agree. I'm going to be honest. I know not everyone is going to appreciate this. I think we need you. I think, how many times have I not been able to save you?
Yeah, Jay?
Too many.
more or less.
I throw around the idea, if you knight me, I could be your Excalibur. You're not giving the weapon at all.
Oh no. Wait.
Oh.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
I said it wouldn't be a well-liked thing, but I think in the variety of options of what people are able to do, this is something I could accomplish.
That's quite an idea, and if you say no, you're sexist.
No, I'm not.
Well, I was talking to Micah.
I was the one complaining. It's my sister. I don't want you to.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Die.
like, Micah has to be the one to like knight her, right? So like, if he says no, it's just because he's being sexist, and that's the truth. So like, he better make the right decision.
I'm not going to put that kind of pressure. That's
No,
not my-
absolutely, and that you're so valid for doing that. I will.
Oh, I'm surprised we're actually on the same wavelength here. That is scary. I appreciate it though.
I just think you have good ideas. I've always thought that you have good ideas, and I think this is a good one. I trust you a lot, and I always have. Maybe I haven't expressed that before, but you've been like a mentor to me. So like I trust like your point of view. So yeah, Micah, do it.
I cannot hand you over to him.
Why?
He hates women.
I'll be fine. I know what I'm getting into.
I'll be honest, if anyone will be fine and knows what they're getting into, it is Nora.
Neil.
I am going to kneel.
Karen is like grabbing the table and like there are fire handprints, but she is stopping herself from stepping forward.
Is there a
Roll
is
plus
there-
cool, Karen. What are you looking for, Micah?
Is there a fireplace?
Yeah.
I assume that there's fire
A poker?
pokers?
Yeah.
Great.
I got a 13.
Okay. You're able to keep your cool.
I walk over and grab a poker from next to the from next to the hearth, and I wait. Hold on. Let me look it up. I guess it's got to be here. Hold on. Where's King Arthur's knighting speech? I can find it. I can find it. The Pentecostal oath. Come on, it's coming. It's coming. Somebody's got it. Well, all right. Apparently, I can't find it.
You're a musician. Just make up like a fun rhyme.
A fun rhyme. It's not. It doesn't rhyme. It's like a whole thing.
But
about-
like you can make it a rhyme.
All right. Okay.
You're
okay.
talented.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
I'm drunk enough to compliment all of you.
It's not gonna rhyme.
Never.
You know what? We don't need to know. We're fine. I tap the poker on. Where'd it go? It would go your left shoulder first, then your right shoulder, and then I hold it above your head. And I say, I dub thee now and forever a knight of the round table.
Roll plus weird.
Come on.
You're real good or real bad.
It's real bad.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
how many luck points do you have?
I've only used 2 this whole time.
I mean, there's only an episode.
Might
like,
be the
There's
there's
a
a-
time.
time to use luck. We're gonna use luck. Hey, I got a 12.
Whoa.
What do you know?
As you go, a circlet of bramble appears on Nora's head. There is something that you all don't see. But the universe does, as there's a piece of scrimshaw deep in the woods right now, where Lady Guinevere is changed to Knight Guinevere.
What she deserves.
Okay. I guess it's time to talk to the boss.
I give a nod.
I sent you a fun idea, Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is definitely something you guys could also use. Which, if you want to, you might want to stop them before they go, because they're about to go to.
Before you go, what if we make a twin version of Excalibur?
Well, a triplet. Excalibur already has a twin, after all.
Well, the Claire. I don't remember how to say that. I want to say clarinet. That's not right.
Clarent.
Yeah, that one. What if we get that sword? It looks just like Excalibur.
Called Excalibur though? Like the names are the most important thing.
I mean, you
No.
could say it's called
It's
Excalibur.
Excalibur's sister. It would be enough to fool him for at least a moment, but
No,
But-
we're not trying to just fool him.
yes.
We're trying to straight up rob him.
Fuck him over 100%.
Not
And
just
he's
that,
gonna
to
know.
get it, well, you would need to get it from its owner, so it may be best not to.
Who's its owner?
There is going to be a knock at your door.
Oh, why would you ask?
Mm.
God damn it, Karen.
I go to the door.
Irene hides behind
The
the couch.
first thing you see is a mop of curly hair as Mordred is standing there.
My baby? Stop.
Oh,
Pretty
hey,
rag-
Mordred.
Hi. I'd been trying to figure out ways to deal with hunting my mother, who was in the body of a baby. But
Good news, not in a baby anymore.
yes. Yes.
Invite him in, Karen.
I went down to speak with Nemu about it, and they had no memory of it.
Yeah.
If anything, I come back up, and no one else did either. So I am wondering what happened because many things have been slightly different since the last time I saw you.
So,
Oh
you
my-
know, having fate in your body is real weird sometimes, and sometimes magic makes things really awkward. And sometimes you end up in the past 2 years ago, and then you change everything, and it's like 5 feet to the left instead of where it was when you were not there before.
We're all in hell.
Okay. Well, I would say it's good to see all of you, but if she's not in a body, Nora, I'm sorry. If Morgana is in you, I do have to deal with that.
I no luck there, unfortunately.
Does Morgana say anything?
Oh,
Mhm.
Morgana is quiet as a
Okay.
cat can be. She is hidden in one of the cupboards and is
Aaron wants to.
promptly preparing a teleportation spell in cat form.
I'm so tempted to be like, "Do you like my new cat?"
Okay. Well, she's not dead. And she's not in you. So do we have any idea where she is? Because
Be anywhere. Anywhere.
Last I heard, she was gallivanting in some country with loose, just lots of partying from what I heard, but
of course.
Karaoke. A lot of karaoke.
By the way, I came here yesterday and your house wasn't here.
Oh yeah, I was in the Feywilds.
Part of me had always wished rather than being sacrificed, I was a hero. And the more I'm up here, the more I'm not glad I was sacrificed, but wondering if there was a good choice.
Look, I feel you because I was sacrificed and then came back and became a hero, kinda. So, you know, it's real weird.
Life is a prison and existence is a curse, okay?
Okay.
But
Well,
we're just like living our lives up here. Like, welcome.
I will hopefully never see any of you again. I'm going to go try and figure this out.
No, wait. We
What?
we need all the help we can get.
With what?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
We have a pretty tight kind of thing going.
Yeah,
right
I get that we're tight, but we can't invite someone else in. Listen, this kid has been through a lot, okay? I'll be honest. He's been through some bullshit. And I feel like we could really help him out, like mentally and socially.
Probably it might be for the best if he goes back on his journey looking for Morgana.
Merle
Really?
is just going to kind of say, it all depends if we're still looking for something. Wink. Wink. Very awkwardly.
Don't say
Is
wink,
this
just-
the? This is the person who has it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the sword?
Mordred just. What sword?
The Clarent?
Roll plus charm.
Can I help?
I feel like this is
Yeah.
not the best plan though. I feel
Well,
like
you automatically get +2.
I'm worried about this as well.
yeah, I think this is how we all die.
It's
Yeah.
fine. You automatically get +2.
That's a 12 then.
Yes. I thought it may be polite not to have it near Uther there,
Ah,
That's like
given our
old history.
history.
Old history. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, we're trying to change some things on that note.
This is step 1.
But Mordred goes over to the sink, turns on the water, reaches in and pulls out essentially a mirror of Excalibur.
Okay.
I need Micah to give me a cool check, however. Clarent was forged to kill Uther.
You guys are gonna have to have a long talk.
Okay. Well, I got a 7.
All right. You're definitely going to feel uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of this feel like you know when you're in a room and like you get this vibe like I think this dog doesn't like me. You get that from the sword.
Okay. Okay.
Like
Hold
don't
on.
make direct eye contact or threatening motions towards the sword.
Nope. Okay, so hold on. Here's the thing. The whole point, the whole entire point of knighting Nora and naming her Excalibur and delivering her to him is to specifically not give him a super powerful magical sword that he so desires.
Right.
But you
Let's
want
not-
to hand him a super powerful
No,
magical
no,
that he desires that is designed to kill.
No,
No.
absolutely not. We're just like Mordred is just like a chill guy that we're just
But
hanging
that's
out
not
with.
what we're talking about.
Also, Mary, I need Morgana to roll plus cool.
Okay.
What was being said?
I think that Nora should borrow it and have it as a weapon to be used against him.
I can't use it. That's not what the. We went over mythology, Karen. That's not what the sword's made for, so that's not what it's going to want to
A
do.
sword can kill anybody. It's still a
Yes,
sword.
but I think
Anyone.
I don't think it's smart. Please, let me go.
What was Morgana's cool check?
Morgana rolled a 7 + 1 is an 8.
Mixed success. You'll hear a faint purring sound as a mangy looking cat is weaving around Mordred's legs.
Mordred, I think it's probably best that you head out. We're just kind of in the middle of something, and we're trying to get something done. Really appreciate the visit.
Appreciate the help too.
You guys are being kind of mean to him. I'm not gonna lie. It's like whatever. I'm not a part of this. I'm just saying that it seems kind of rude. It's not, you know.
It's fine. They have destinies and get to be heroes. They're used to it.
I'm gonna say, unless you'd like to change your destiny,
Roll plus charm.
I'm not good at this.
Can Papa help?
Give me a +1 because that's what
Can I
it'll
help?
even out
You
to.
can.
Okay, great. You
I
get
mean-
an automatically get a +2.
Yeah.
That gives me a +1 at least.
Well, no, it gives
No,
plus
you-
2.
You get
Yeah,
a
but I have a
+2
negative
if I'm
one.
Oh, you're at
Wednesday.
-1. Okay.
Yeah.
No, if
I'm
I'm
not
Wednesday,
good
you
at
get a
this.
+2, baby.
Yep.
Automatically. I don't even have to roll.
Okay, that would be only an 8. I'm gonna use luck on this.
All right.
Maybe that's a 14.
Mordred is going to stop for a moment since he's holding the sword and literally just kind of cock it up and like scratch the side of his head as he begins turning around. Changing my fate has been the one thing I've been trying to do ever since I was sacrificed.
Well, we're trying to fuck the guy that fucked all of us and fucked you, so.
We're gonna fuck him back.
Not literally.
No,
Good.
not
I was
sexually.
going to say I've heard about the family stories and everything. I really have next to no interest in fucking anyone.
No.
But
Don't worry. The only people who are fucking right now is me and Merle, and it's all Cake Boss related. So
heard that guy got arrested.
Got arrested. Did you hear about that, Mordred?
Comedy comes in threes, baby.
He got arrested and
No,
he said you
that's
can't arrest
when
me at the
Mordred
Cake Boss."
just goes, Cake Boss, I heard that guy got arrested.
yeah.
Because number 3 has to modify expectations.
And then a guy dressed as Beetlejuice walks by in the background.
All right. But he'll turn. This all depends what fate we're changing, because that's my entire goal right now.
Well, the reason you were sacrificed was because of what this guy wrote. From my knowledge. We're trying to take that power away from him. So we can't do it to anybody else.
Okay. Who?
You know who.
What? Merlin?
The bad one.
That doesn't really narrow it down, but the other half.
Hey, well,
If we say the name of this trickster, then he knows that we're talking about him.
So tricksters.
yeah, have you watched the Marvel movies?
Yes.
Okay, you know Thor?
Yes, I'm aware.
His brother.
I have connected. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I don't know. I just I want everyone to be on the same page here.
Yes, we have Disney Plus and Hades.
That makes sense, yeah.
That's really nice, actually.
Let me know
I
if you
hear
ever
we're
want to talk
getting
about
commercials
WandaVision.
soon, so. But if you can guarantee that my deal gets rewritten with it, maybe I can stay around and help within reason.
Could you please just put that thing put that
Put
thing
that
back
thing
where
back where it came from?
Or
So
so help
Also
me.
help me. He didn't even get nominated for a fucking Grammy for that. Okay? Sorry, he deserved one.
I would simply like to point out that I was asked to bring this out, but
Yes, and that's so valid.
Appreciated.
he turns the faucet back on and just like plunges the sword into the running water as it disappears as it hits the stream of water.
Sorry, I just want to be clear. So I'm totally fine with it, but we're working with Mordred now. Like we're all on the same side with Mordred.
I mean,
That's what we're doing.
if it's getting me out of my deal and potentially killing Morgana, then yes.
Sure, yeah, all right. Irene's just gonna like start writing notes in big letters on her page. It just says working with Mordred now. Question
Mordred's
mark?
gonna go up to next to Irene and just haven't seen you before.
Yeah, I'm new and I'm just kind of
What hero are you? What reincarnation?
None of them.
I'm Irene. Hi. It's really nice
Not-
to meet you.
Just a normie.
I'm just here. I was here to like
Thank God,
basically,
someone I
was
might
hired-
actually get along with.
Oh my god! I would
Ouch.
actually, I'd love to like have a chat with you because I think that would be really beneficial for both of us.
So
'Cause
I'm
I
not
know-
gonna pretend I have a normal life or anything,
No,
but I
that's
may
fine.
have a bit of an axe to grind against immortal heroes. So
I'm
valid
not
of you.
immortal right now, to be fair.
Like I'm also not immortal. I don't think is anyone here immortal?
well,
Raise your
no,
hand if you're
Karen.
immortal.
Karen, he will just be like, Karen, I have no issue with you either. We got similar deals. We're good. Like literally goes fist bumps you.
Fist bumps back.
It's the rest of that. I mean, sacrificed kids stick together. That's
That's great.
First generation, last generation, you know?
Yeah.
I would
Really?
absolutely. I want to dig into this man's mind.
Are they distracted right now?
Yes.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna take Micah's hand and slowly back away.
Marry you, whore.
As they're all distracted, we slip out of the house.
Yeah. Huh.
Bitch.
As you guys slip out, I assume, Micah, you are taking them to the Feywild and to Oberon.
Unfortunately so. I have to.
Yep.
I feel like the magic on the on the deal is so strong that as soon as we leave the wards, as soon as we pass through the door frame, we are in the Feywild.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those.
And not my doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those pretty quickly after. You turn around and you're not even like in a woods or anything. You're in a clearing with a throne there. And kind of walking out from behind the throne, his hand trailing on it, is Oberon in full like royal vampire attire, like first time you met Oberon.
As he approaches and but before he gets like close, Micah grabs Nora and kisses her and breaks away and says, I love you. You're gonna be okay.
I love you too. And I swear to God, if you step in front of me, I will end you myself and move out of the way.
No one's dying right now. Nobody's gonna die right now. Everything's gonna be
No.
okay.
Here's a true and very, very important question. Who was Guinevere's true love? Arthur or Lancelot?
Fuck off, dude.
I don't know.
Because in the end, Guinevere said that they would never see Lancelot again and went back to Arthur.
I'm.
But was that to protect Lancelot because she truly loved Lancelot?
No matter
So
what you
I'm
say,
going
Mary,
to
I'll
ask.
cry.
I'm going to. This is Mary's decision. Which one is Guinevere's true love?
I think that for the first time in Nora's life, she's going to choose the good option. And I think that she feels. I don't think she's ever seen a possibility of a future.
Mm-hmm. So,
And I think this is the first time she sees a possibility of a
I will
future.
say this is not Nora choosing which one. This is Mary choosing for Nora, but also every single thing you had felt toward Ezra, you realize is just a distant echo that you had heard because Uther was too far away.
Fuck off.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, does that mean that Nora remembers the past from those 2 years now?
No.
No, because that's not a curse. That's physics. But I do think I just gave good words because it hurt everyone.
You are such a bitch. I hate everyone on this call right now. I'm so emotional about this. This is everything to me. I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you moved away from FKF like this.
Okay.
So he does that, and Oberon will just. So we have the entire royal family with us right now, my queen.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I guess so.
Well, it is your place. Uther, if you are looking for my permission or you're looking for my congratulations, these are all wonderful things. However, if you're asking to go on a honeymoon when you still haven't met the deadline of our last project.
But he has.
Oh, I don't think you understand. Sorry, Oberon, please allow me to introduce. Would you?
Excalibur, pleasure to meet you.
This is my sword.
Roll plus charm. Michael
Oh,
rolls plus
no.
charm. Mary, you can support with plus.
My
Okay, good,
best
because please don't make
skill.
me do that.
Oh no.
Are we
You
both
have luck.
negative
You have so
one?
much luck. You have luck.
I got
I do have luck. I do have luck. Because it wouldn't have cut it.
Not to be a bitch, but what's your negative aspect of luck? What happens when you use it?
Yeah.
Is it the fate rears its ugly head thing?
For the
That's mine.
divine.
Oh yeah, the divine.
Let's see what happens. There isn't a specific.
Hold on.
Oh,
My mission is to
It's the special moves. It was something, the luck moves got expanded in the second book. I'm going to quickly get it for the divine. When you spend a luck, you get word that your mission requires something to be done urgently.
Aha.
that's bad.
Well, the last luck was to urgently get Nora here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you're
Okay.
spending luck.
I sure am.
I rolled a 7, so +1.
Well, it's a 13 then.
I applaud you on many things. Lady Guinevere, Queen Guinevere.
Knight now, thank you very
Yes. Well, I'm referring to your highest honorific, but yes. A knight. Well, that would explain being a sword. Now, yes, Guinevere here is your sword, but not Excalibur. Just because you say you're a different name does not change what your true name is. You are speaking to the King of the Fae. However, I applaud your ingenuity. And will say that I am willing to upend my original bargain and take this sword if in fact you are willing to give up your true love. If this is the bargain you wish to make instead of our original agreement, I am coming out with more than before. But with matters of true love, while I could snatch it away and then inform you, I feel remiss to not let you truly agonize over such a decision. So I will take your bargain if it remains.
You know, it's times like these that all I can really think to myself is just Todd.
Why would you? And there's this faint rustling sound. Fine, Todd. And you guys don't see anything, and he's just. Yes, he works for me. Todd, hello.
He's not a god, though. He can't see, can he?
Oberon, no, but Oberon's a trickster and Todd works for him.
Gotcha.
It's a fey curse, so Oberon would definitely be able to see through any fey curse.
Question: if he just said Todd, he's here, I work for him, wouldn't that bring attention to where Todd is so we could see Todd?
I will let each of you roll plus cool to try and do that. Because yeah, he's not literally invisible. He just can't draw attention to himself. He's incapable.
That's cool.
I got a 9.
Ooh, I also got a 9.
All right, so here is the thing. You both got a 9, and cool is also to help. I will let you, rather than a mixed success, decide which one of you helped the other for a full success.
Okay.
So you two get to pick which one of you can see Todd.
He's
it's
your
gotta be-
guy, but I'm
I think it's gotta be
terrified of what
you.
you're gonna do.
I think
Oh,
it's gotta
God.
be. Well,
Okay.
hold on. Hold on. Let me
Neither of
reason this over
you
a
can
second.
hear what Todd says. Or like Todd can't communicate with you.
I'm gonna take a big gamble.
Okay.
I think it should be you that sees him, but I'm gonna take the necklace out of my back pocket and just dangle it behind me.
Okay.
Thank you for making my life easier. Todd is going to, again, only Oberon will be able to hear him, but Todd's very clearly saying something. And as he's talking, he's going to like put his hands behind his back, like almost lawyer like walking. And he walks behind Micah and then continues walking and walks behind you. And you feel something pressed into your hand, Nora.
What is it?
A necklace.
Oh, okay.
And then continue talking. Now, with him walking behind, it's going to be hard to keep track of him. Or you can stop keeping track of him if you want to do anything with that necklace, because it's going to take you keeping an eye on him to see him.
I guess we can use the necklace on Oberon, correct?
You can.
Proven?
We could bring him to the gang.
That's, remember, you had the necklace got fit with the iron collar, the cold iron collar.
Yep.
Yay.
So
I'm
if you
gonna
can
use...
slap a cold iron collar on Oberon with a gem that could hold all of his power.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Roll
that's the fucking
plus
move.
cool.
Oh God. Why is it always plus cool?
Because you are acting under pressure right now.
Can I help by distracting him?
Yes. Todd
Micah
is
starts
also
flossing.
helping, granting a
Okay.
+1.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Because that's mainly what Todd's doing right now, is being a
Thank
distraction.
What time
God.
is- Yeah, baby, that's a 12.
So you have +2.
Okay, because I rolled a 10.
Hell
If I
yeah,
get plus
nice.
2, that's a 12. And I have a advanced move, act under pressure.
Of course
Mhm.
you do.
baby.
Oh, it's a 12 plus, so if you get +2, you're going to be at a 12 anyway, aren't you? Without
I can't
using
believe the Christian God is on our side tonight.
Well, no, my cool is I got a 10, just all my modifiers. I rolled a 9, plus 1 is a 10.
Yeah.
Plus theirs is a 12, which means that I get act under pressure advanced move.
Thank God. Thank white landowning American Christian God.
Don't ever thank him. Not owning if he stole it. But you can do this to absolute perfection. As well as distracted again. Also, King Oberon, notoriously underestimating his own wife Titania, has a bit of a chauvinism streak. Meaning he's not going to pay attention, especially Guinevere. Like, Guinevere's not going to be the one to outdo me. Guinevere's not going to get me. As you just kind of slip up behind him, and then there's a clank as the iron collar slips around his neck and locks itself.
I just whisper in his ear, game over.
Ah, wow. I'd say that deal is done.
I'm not sure. I've been through cold iron, but... And you just
Oh,
kind of,
yeah.
you see the light go out of his eyes as the gem faintly glows, as Oberon is now in the gem.
Yeah, baby.
And he is just kind of shut down.
Okay.
And there's this faint rustling sound as Todd teleports away.
Oh, God. Yes. Yes. Micah grabs Nora and kisses her again.
Yeah, Nora kisses back.
Yeah. I told you nobody was dying.
I didn't believe you for a second.
Incredible work. Whoa.
Just did what I kind of made to do. But
Wow.
yeah. What do we do now?
Yeah, what do we do now? Where do we go from here? Wow, the adrenaline is like pumping. Oh man, my kundalini's popping.
Whoa.
Let's
yeah.
get Oberon to a safer location first. And then I will what are we doing with Oberon?
Yeah, you have to kind of weakens at Bernie's him. So this color was set up, like this plan was brought to you by Todd to do this and was never like super clear with you guys. But this was basically what it was. The cold iron weakens Oberon. The gem can then trap him. The problem is Oberon is powerful enough that the gem normally would not be able to trap him. So if the collar were to come off and the cold iron would be removed, he would come back. So the collar locks, which means you have Oberon trapped in the necklace, but only while the necklace is on Oberon. So you also have Oberon's body. So yet you're in a full weakened at Bernie's situation with Oberon.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take one arm slinged over
And
Start dragging.
I'm gonna have to if we're gonna get back, I'm gonna have to roll for this.
Yeah.
For the angel wings.
And if you get it wrong, I'm totally having you guys lose Oberon's body. Just be prepared.
Do you want me to teleport?
Listen, you got
you can
so
teleport.
much luck.
I can teleport,
Can you transport people without a roll?
not without a roll.
Yeah,
I got
I mean,
+3.
I have +3 to weird, so I can.
Okay, you go for it. You go for it. Do it.
Let's just fucking.
You have more
go.
luck than I do in case I fuck up.
Gonna fucking angel us back there. Let's go. I'll take it. That's a 10 + 3 for 13, baby.
All right. All of a sudden, teleporting back into actually it wouldn't even be back into Karen's house. You guys wouldn't be able to teleport into Karen's house. You have to teleport outside of it. Because Oberon could not go into Karen's house.
Yes,
Super warded against it.
I couldn't teleport in there, so I was teleporting to the outside, to the like walkway. Yeah.
More, I'm saying, like, even when you have the body, you cannot get that body into the house. The wards are going to
can't even
keep.
get the body in the house.
No, because you have Oberon's like soul there. Like,
yeah, for real.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Fully weakened at Bernie's. Gotta go put sunglasses.
Karen's still writing, so she like waves at somebody else. Can somebody get that, please?
You want me to? Yeah, I'll get it. Fuck it.
All right.
Irene's gonna open the door.
as Irene opens it, you'll see Nora and Micah holding what appears to be like a 6'2", 6'3", just incredibly beautiful man that looks like an Anne Rice vampire went to Ren Fair in the Feywild.
You guys kill someone?
With a iron collar around its neck.
Oh, you guys sexually killed someone.
While you guys were busy kind of squabbling about
I was talking to
your sort of
Mordred. We were
fame.
having a great time.
That's awesome. We handled it.
We got it done.
Like define it.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
All right, that does not clear things up for me. That can mean anything.
Well, it's actually more like the lights are off and someone is like in a panic room that they can't get out of.
Ever, as long as the collar stays on. So we need to like bury him in a box somewhere.
Oh, I get it. So you trapped Oberon in the necklace.
You are picking up very quickly, Irene.
Good job.
I hate this.
I'm surprised at how nonchalantly you're sort of picking all of this up with such a cavalier attitude. I
Yeah,
really
no, I'm
appreciate it.
screaming on the inside. I'm really like
In through the nose, out through the mouth. Helps a lot.
No, it's fine. I'm taking like a lot of like medication right now that I found. It's not prescribed.
I've just been straight up drinking this bottle of Vyvanse.
Where did you find it?
I just found it. It's none of your business. But I found it, and I'm doing. I'm just kind of like I'm having a panic attack, but internally. You know what I mean? Like it's not outward. It's just inside of me. It's like
I get repressing emotions. I can write a book on that.
You got it.
Can you get Karen, please?
Yeah, Karen. Things are happening. Can you come out here?
So many things.
As that happens, Merle is going to be coming as well.
Karen
Yeah, great. I'm gonna
mutters
talk
under
to
her
Mildred.
breath as she like puts the pen down and gets up and like, what the fuck? Okay. Hi.
Where can we put him safely?
I have a place.
Okay.
I mean, it's currently in use, but it shouldn't be needed now.
Which
and he'll
place?
go open the door to the extra dimensional waiting room he has. And bring Jonathan, Rosemary, and Greg out, and then just shove Oberon in there and close the door.
Yeah, that's what he deserves for sure.
Karen instantly hugs Rosemary.
And Jonathan is back.
Oh man. Hey everybody. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Hi, Jonathan.
You guys would never believe this, but we were just watching these movies. The Lord of the Rings. Have you guys seen these films?
They're so good.
Unparalleled.
Greg's just gonna be there. It was the extended cut.
Oh
It's
man.
the only version to watch.
We were there for a lot of hours and I ate a lot of bagel bites.
They're generic,
much.
but they're just as good.
I think Wednesday is gonna just immediately hug Jonathan.
Jonathan will just like straight up like bear hug and like pick
Oh,
you
Wednesday starts sobbing.
up. Oh
Karen
no,
stays a
no,
little-
it's cool. You don't need to cry.
No, it's like been
Now,
like such
here's
a long
the thing.
time.
When you're closer to Jonathan, you're gonna notice some things.
Uh-huh.
This is not a new body. This is Jonathan's body that was broken before, that like the arms have been broken off and everything. So it's like packing taped back together over all the cracks.
Oh.
Because again, the golem
lot of
bodies, the big
montage.
catch is they don't heal.
I'm Wednesday is sobbing.
If we can get the clay, I can fix that.
That would be really cool. I'm made of clay?
Yeah.
Sort of. It's a long story. We're just glad you're okay.
Karen is staying a little bit away though, because she very thoroughly remembers one of the interactions with Jonathan, and she's like, "Nope, I'm not going near him. He hurts."
Oh yeah. Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
you I've seen your headshot.
Oh yeah, I have more. Yeah,
I've seen
Jonathan
your
Prescott.
headshot.
You've seen my headshot.
I did research and I saw your headshot.
Oh, are you for film? Are you
No, I'm actually I'm a PI. I was looking to arrest people. Kind of the
You
opposite.
mean you play a PI? I'm an actor.
I
You're
know.
Also an actor.
I'm not. I'm really, really bad at lying.
I thought this was an acting. I thought this was like an improv thing.
You know? And
And
that
the
would
show
be
has
great
gone
if it
more
was.
meta than ever.
It does feel like that a lot of times. It really does feel like it's just improv. The story is ridiculous, and
I mean,
amount
everything is
plots.
improv if you're just living your life like nothing's scripted. There are no predetermined deaths. You know what I mean?
Well,
You know, I realized in my short time on this earth that there are really only two things: improv and not improv.
You're so right.
Karen just groans and goes to the table and starts writing again.
all right. Well, I assume we need to get. Oh no. That's right. Oberon's dealt with. So Merle will just be, well, with that hurdle taken care of, I guess everyone should probably come inside the wards as we figure out how to deal with my brother. And that is where we are leaving this week. And next week ends Weird Web.
No.
I don't know how I'm gonna live without Wednesday.
There's discussions about other things, but that is for things that the audience doesn't get to hear about right now. So we will catch everybody later. This Tuesday, we do not have Sigil and Shadow. It is officially on hiatus. We're going to play Baldur's Gate 3. And next Friday is the series finale.
Shut the fuck up.
After many years.
How long has it been, like, actually in real life?
I've been watching for 3 years.
Weird Web? Shut up. No.
Including 2000.
Including Tales from 2000, which Weird
Okay.
Web's just a sequel to.
Right.
We're at about 3.5 years. If you're counting just Weird Web, we're over 2 years.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up. There's
Of
no
like
way.
consistent weekly episode.
Are you fucking serious right now?
When this one ends, the series should end on approximately episode 120, which is just over 2 years on 52 weeks a year.
I
And that's
cannot
not
believe
counting
this
the Tales
bullshit.
from 2080 episodes.
I can't.
So it's about it's about 200 episodes between both series. And that's not counting Manatown, because we all forget Manatown. It didn't happen. We all agreed. Other than the bottle. But
I enjoyed the brief stint we did in Manatown.
with that, we will catch everybody later. Good night.